Hello, welcome back, everyone. This is Patty Bennett. I am very excited that you are sharing a little bit of crafting time with me. Welcome, welcome. If you have joined me before, welcome back. If you are new, I just wanted to say welcome again. This is Patty Bennett. I craft and share at pattystamps.com. And you can find projects, reminders, tips, ideas, and just so much Stampin' Up fun at pattystamps.com every day. Okay, this is always exciting. I just saw that my husband just logged on and he's watching. So, hello, husband. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good day at work. That's pretty funny. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. I see so many friends logging on. Hey, so if you see the red live button up there, then you know that you are watching me live on Facebook. If you don't see that, then you might be watching a replay on Facebook, on my blog, on YouTube, and that is wonderful as well. But I would encourage you, if you are watching live, that you are welcome to comment, and hopefully I should be able to see your live comments. I'm looking at those over here on my iPad. So welcome, welcome. I logged on just a moment early. I actually kind of clicked the live button a little bit by accident, but that's fine. We're early. That's good. So today we are going to be talking about this beautiful Arrange a Wreath bundle, and I have lots of projects to share with you, so I hope that you will enjoy those, and I have lots of tips to give you. Just so much fun, so much crafting fun. So let me know where you're watching from. I see Canada and Alabama. Just too fun. Lots of people from all over the country and the world logging on. Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I also see several people from my team logging on. Yesterday, I actually shared some of these projects on my team, our private Facebook group, and I let them know that I would be demonstrating them here today on my business page. So that's why I see a lot of my team logging on. Yay, so glad that you're with me. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but the gardeners are in the neighborhood behind our house. Of course, they're using the blower while I'm live. But, oh well, hopefully you can't hear that. So speaking of yesterday, I don't know if you saw this on my business page, but I was very, very, very excited because yesterday I hit $2.2 million in personal Stampin' Up sales. I was so excited. It was kind of fun also because it was on the 22nd of the month. I hit 2.2. I mean, that's just silly. But anyway, I was excited, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of my customers who have been ordering from me for over 25 years. And you may not believe this, but I actually do have customers that have been with me since day one, all 25 years. So that is really kind of fun. I was just thinking about that this morning. So yay, yay, yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who has placed an order with me anytime over the last 25 years. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your congratulations. I appreciate that. So Arrange a Wreath is a beautiful bundle. You're going to actually find that in the annual catalog. It's not new in the newest holiday catalog. This is in the annual catalog, page 127. And you can purchase the stamp set, you can purchase the dies, or you can get the bundle. So of course, it's always a better deal with your 10% discount on bundles. So I purchased the bundle. I really was sold when I saw these beautiful samples. Stampin' Up does such an amazing job on their samples. They're just so creative, so beautiful, so amazing. So let's just take a look. Here's the stamp set. And then look at all the dies in this set. Amazing. So you can die cut the pears, the eggs, the flowers. There are 2 wreaths that we are going to use today. They don't die cut this, but you can still kind of mix and match and layer. This would be, I guess, kind of a cute basket. You can also die cut I guess it's a partridge, because I think it's supposed to be a partridge in a pear tree, right? I would think, looking at that, to me, it's like a quail, but whatever, it's a bird. And you could always not stamp that little top part, and then you would just have sort of a generic bird. You also have the leaf and the hearts, and then look at these great year-round greetings. So lots and lots and lots that you can do with this. We are going to be using these 2 dies, as well as I used the 5-petal flower, I used the 4-petal flowers, and I used the poinsettia shape flower. So that's what you'll see here in these 2 projects. And yeah, I think that's it for the dies. I didn't even see these tiny flowers. I could have die cut those, but I didn't even notice them until just now. How crazy, right? Oh, well, that's okay. That's all right. Then I also am using, believe it or not, the Forever Greenery paper. And I know a lot of you have commented on these beautiful charts. One of my team members from my Love to Stamp group of demonstrators makes these for me with every catalog. I send her the designer paper and she makes these, and they are beautiful. She does such an amazing job. So her name is Christy, and she is so talented. She makes them different for every paper. So that's what you'll see on my blog when I use these. But I keep these at my desk because I love to refer to this and say like, oh, maybe I want to use this paper today, or maybe I need something with just jade. So these are wonderful. If you don't have all the papers, you can always join my paper shares to get a sampling of all the paper. Or if you have the papers, you can make your own charts. We are also using In Good Taste, and this one is all of the fun like wood and tile and what else is in here? Like textiles. Like this looks like a sweater. This looks like a burlap, or almost like could be a cork board almost. She made this one as well. And then this pattern is also in this paper, and I love this one. So that's what we are using. Now let me show you the super fun secret to the greenery dies that I cut out, because I think you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So watch this. So I took the Forever Greenery designer paper. I'm gonna put this sideways so I make sure that it fits. And I die cut with these 2 dies on lots of different patterns. So look at this. Here is the magic. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful. You get all these greens and plus the lights, depending on which pattern you use. And you don't have to color it. You don't have to sponge it. You don't have to get different colors of cardstock out. Look at that. How cool. And the reason that I did these is because this Forever Greenery paper is on sale this month, part of the October 2020 Designer Series paper sale. So I stocked up, I got a couple extra packs, and I made dozens and dozens, and I still have dozens more to go. Look at all of these. I just have tons of them over here that I've cut. All the different patterns. They all look different, and they are all beautiful. So you have some that are a little more on the jade. So this one has the jade. This one has more of like the shaded spruce. This one has kind of the garden green, the olive, the pear. This one has almost all of them. Isn't this so pretty? Oh my goodness. Love, love, love all the varieties that you can get. Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking at the live comments. You are enjoying this. I think these are beautiful. The other thing that I used is the Forever Gold laser cut paper. And I know that this is really reflective and it really kind of freaks out the camera. So I'm not going to hold this here very long, but it's this wreath right here. And I'm just going to move that because I know that it's really hard on the camera. So it's this wreath that I had several leftover pieces because I had used all of the other pieces in the Forever Gold laser cut paper. And I knew that I wanted to save these for crafting for Christmas cards. So that's what I did. So I had a bunch of the gold ones. I die cut a bunch of these beautiful different greeneries. And that's how I started with my cards. So I'm going to actually make this one for you and another sample as well, so that you can just sort of see how these came together, and then hang with me because at the end, I have several other projects to show you, lots of extra projects to show you. So I do have my base card and my layer. This is from the In Good Taste, so it's one of the beautiful wood grain patterns. And I wanted to use the garden green because it's a little warmer of a green and it goes with the warmer yellow of this paper. Oh, that is for my next project, I think. Yeah, I could do it. No, I'll do it on this project. Why not? Okay, we will make a version of this because I wanted to use the gold hoops that are in this Forever Greenery suite. So that's what we're going to do. Excuse my reach. I'm just grabbing my adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the In Good Taste wood grain paper. Now, if you need any of these supplies, if you don't have a demonstrator and you either need catalogs or supplies, hop on over to pattystamps.com and you will find links to either contact me or request catalogs or order online. And I would love to help you. I would love to be your demonstrator. So I am going to actually use the gold hoop on this one, and we are going to decorate a portion, and so do sort of a different version of this, because why not? We might as well make this look a little bit different instead of doing the exact one. So what I did was I just laid down some of the Stampin' Seal Plus. This is the stronger of our two adhesive runners, and stuck that gold hoop on there. And then as we lay some greenery on there, it is going to just, stick. It's going to stay there. Instead of using a whole wreath, because that would basically just cover up that gold hoop, and then what would be the point of using the gold hoop? What we're going to do is just randomly, I'm just like pinching those apart. You don't even have to cut them. You just sort of pinch it and pull it apart. And so then I am going to lay some greenery on here for just a partial wreath. Yeah, I like that. So I am going to stick a couple of glue dots onto the back of here. And you do have to be just a little bit careful when you lift this up because you don't want it to rip off your nice little sprigs. Okay, so we're going to put one down, and I'm also sticking it down into that Seal Plus that I used. Oh, my husband is commenting over here. I'm just catching up. He says I would loan my supplies. Did somebody say something about that? Somebody wanted to borrow something? I wasn't looking at the comments. Naughty girl, right? Let me just scroll back here. Oh. I see, because Caroline said that she is convincing me that I am convincing her that she needs to buy it. Well, good. I'm glad you like it. That's my job, is to show you things that maybe you didn't notice in the catalog. Maybe it's something that you just weren't sure how to use. So that's my job, is to show you all of these wonderful products. And I'm glad you like it. So then we're going to stick a couple of these sprigs on. Again, just being careful. You don't want to rip this. Oh my gosh, now the blue jays are having a party out there. Okay, so we're going to put that down. Can you hear them? Can you hear the blue jays? They are squawking up a storm. I think they're saying thank you for the peanuts that I tossed outside. You can actually do this too. You can kind of pick it up with your pokey tool or your take a pick tool. Okay, I think I like this. I'm going to put one more just under here to kind of keep these from flying away. So there you go. I like that. So then we will add our poinsettias over here and a greeting, and then we'll be done. So this one will be a little different, and then I'll show you another version. What I did on these was I used Poppy Parade cardstock, but I also put some Poppy Parade ink on the edges of the petals. So let me lift that up. Can you see how just the edges are a little bit darker? And it just gives them just a little bit of interest, a little bit of depth. I thought that looked really pretty. So I am going to use my Poppy Parade ink pad and grab my Poppy Parade. I have them labeled so that I don't have to hunt for the colors. Oh, Patty says they were in your backyard yesterday sounding like that. So you could hear them. Oh my goodness. They were so loud out there. It's like the alert when they see that I've put out peanuts. It's like they all alert the entire neighborhood. Come on over. Breakfast is served. They're so funny. Just giving a little bit of extra color. Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm glad that you enjoy the ideas and the demonstration. I'm just happy to do it. I think it's fun to share my love of crafting with you. We are going to put a dimensional on the back of each flower. Oh, well, I guess maybe a package arrived. Did you hear that notification? If I say her name, she'll talk to me. I don't need her to talk to me right now. You know who I'm talking about, right? All right, so we are going to put, and I don't mind that you can see the white is showing through right there, because you can see we're going to cover those up with the gold gems, the gold gilded gems. So the gold gilded gems come in this package with 3 sizes, and they are like dimensional. Can you see that? They're, I don't know, they're almost like a half of a football shape or something. And I decided to put, you can see here on my sample, I clustered 3 of the small ones in the center of each flower. And I thought they looked super duper pretty, especially with the gold accents that I'm working with on these cards. So whether you have the gold, this gold wreath showing from the laser cut paper, or whether you are using the gold hoop, as I did here, it's carrying over that theme of gold. And I really liked that. What do you think? I really like that. I think that's pretty. Now I'm kind of thinking I need another little sprig coming out here. So I am going to, let's see, do I want it white or do I want it, oh, kind of like the white. Okay. So I am going to get my glue dots again, and I just don't want to risk pulling this right in half. Okay, there we go. I'm going to tuck this just right under here because I just think it needed, yeah, I like that. Okay. And then we can do a bow, we can do a greeting, we could do both. I'm not sure yet. I might want a bow. I was going to show you, I don't know if you saw this on my Instagram and my business Facebook page. I left these all on here. When I was making all these cards, I really couldn't decide on what greetings I wanted. So I just pulled out a whole bunch of my pre-die cut pieces and I just started stamping a whole bunch of them. And so now I can just sort of have my choice. What do I want to put on here? So the first thing to consider would really kind of be the size. Like to me, I wouldn't want it, that would be too big. So I wouldn't do that. Maybe I could tuck it in there. I think I want something down here. Maybe that and a bow. I kind of like that. What do you think? I like that. I think we'll go with that. So let's put this on. You've seen me use these foam sheets. Oh my gosh, these are just like the best. I absolutely love these because you don't have to worry about the middle of your piece kind of sagging down if you used a couple of dimensionals. Oh, love these. Love, love, love these. Let's do that. And then, should we put a bow? Or should we not put a bow? I'm thinking, this is in the Forever Greenery suite. It's a gold cording. And I think, let's try one. If we don't like it, we'll save it for a different project. So I doubled it up. I like to double it when we have a skinnier product like linen thread or this type of gold thread. I like to double it before I tie it. Maybe a little bit smaller on the loops. Okay, and then our glue dots again to the rescue. My friend Cindy, who I often craft with, is the one who kind of showed me about doubling up on the thinner, and I love it. Now this side just sort of automatically frayed, so I'm going to go ahead and fray this side because it's going to look funny to me if one side is frayed and one side is not. Then we're going to give it a little haircut because that's too long. Okay, now that side's too long. There, I think that just added, yeah, I like that. So there are two different versions of sort of the same card. Do you like that? What do you think? Yeah, you like the bow? Okay, Rita says she likes the bow. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. If you saw in the beginning, I did show you this project. So it's a similar idea to here where I used the gold hoop and I only did a partial on the die cut leaves. This one I did kind of a little bit more. And then I tucked the greeting on the inside on this one, put it below on this one because we had more space. So I love these. These are the round tins from Stampin' Up! In the holiday catalog. I love these. I stocked up on a few extra packages of these for holiday gift time because you can make a beautiful little presentation. Under here, well, I guess I glued that down really well, but it's an acetate clear lid, so you can just leave it if you wanted to see through it, but I just decorated. I really like that. Oh, Stacy, I showed in the beginning about how I did the gold hoop. So I took my Stampin' Seal Plus and I put some down onto this paper and then I stuck the hoop down. And then as I put down these pieces of greenery, it's additionally just sort of helping to hold the hoop down. So this edge right here is not actually like attached, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be. It's not going anywhere. If you were concerned, you could totally just put a little rolled up glue dot under there, but it's not going to go anywhere. Now, if I wanted to put a little extra gold, one thing I did was I took my gold foil paper and my sprig punch, and you could, again, just like pinch off pieces of that, and you could tuck in, oh, I actually really kind of like that. Let's do that. You can tuck in little extra pieces of gold. Sometimes I don't know when to stop. It's hard for me to leave like white space or just undecorated space. That's just me. But if you are one of the kind of less is more, clean and simple designers, you don't have to put this many pieces and extras and like, you know, you could skip the bow, you can skip the gold, right? You can do whatever you'd like. So what do you think? I like that. Now I'm really happy. I promise I will stop. Okay. Let's see. So all of these products are in the Forever Greenery suite. Let me find that in here and I'll show you in the catalog. So here we go. In the annual catalog 108, 109, this is where you'll find all of the products, most of the products that I'm using. As I told you, I also used this in Good Taste paper for the backgrounds, but the greenery paper, the hoops, oh no, I'm using the Arranger Wreath. No, I did not use this, but you could use this. This is the bundle that comes in this suite. So if you wanted to, you could stamp and die cut these instead of die cutting these that I did with Arranger Wreath. So, you know, totally up to you. Lots of options, but this is the Arranger Wreath that I was using. Great questions. Okay. Oh, thank you, Donna. She says she especially likes the one with the hoop. Thank you. Thank you. So let's look at the second sample that I wanted to make for you today. And this is how I wanted to just show you real quickly how I attached all of these layers if you're not going to use one of the gold hoops. So here is our base card, and it is shaded spruce. Now this is a cooler green, and I did that because this piece of In Good Taste paper is very bright and white. You can see the difference. So here we have a very yellow undertone, and we have a more yellow shade in the garden green. Here we have a bright white tone, and we have the brighter, this green goes into the blues as opposed to the yellows. And when I say things like this, my husband just kind of giggles at me. He's like, whatever. He says, I see things in colors that other people don't see. But that's how my eye sees it. This paper would not look as good layered on the warmer green. And this paper would not look as good layered on the cool green. So maybe you all are going like, whatever, but that's how my eye sees it. So here's how I put down this gold wreath. And again, this is from the laser cut, gold laser cut paper. I just put down adhesive. This is the Stampin' Seal straight onto my card. And I laid this down right on top of it. And that's how I started. Ta-da! No big mystery. No, nothing really fancy with that. And then carefully, I just added a little bit more, and I went in the direction of these leaves. I didn't want to kind of go backwards and make them lift up. Does that make sense? I hope so. Then I took one of these and I just laid it down and I pressed. And then I took another one, another little round of adhesive. You could do glue dots, you could do liquid glue, you can do absolutely whatever you want. And if you just like one layer of gold and one layer of leaves, leave it at that. And then you could start doing your decorating, right? Totally could do that. I wanted a second layer. I just wanted a lot of greenery because to me, wreaths have a lot of greenery. And if you find an area that you think, oh, you know, that, well, actually that's stuck pretty well, but you can always tuck a glue dot underneath if you want to. I wanted to show you this tip. So do you see the difference here in these flowers? So these are just die cut with the Arrange a Wreath with the Poppy Parade cardstock. Do you see how these have a little shimmer? So what I did was I took my Frost White all-purpose shimmery paint, and you shake it up really well. You always want to shake it. There's a ball in there that helps shake. And then I just use the lid. So I open it up. I take my sponge dauber. I just put it, dab it in there. Now, hang on. I just need to, let me grab a scrap. Hang on. Okay, you want to dab some off because you don't want to go like super huge full strength. And then I just did the tips of the petals with this white paint. And they're beautiful. Look how gorgeous. And it takes hardly even, like not even a minute to dry, so you can craft really quickly. I love this product. It's really fun to use. So I did use that technique for this card. And again, I think I'll just, actually, I think on this one, I had another idea in mind. Let me remind myself what I was going to show you with this one. Yeah, on this one, so we are going to grab our mini dimensionals. Here they are. And we are going to flip these upside down and put mini dimensionals. And I always, this is my deal, I always stab them with a pokey tool. And I'm going to put them on every other petal. That's how I pick up dimensionals. For one thing, it's just easier for me than kind of digging at it with your finger or your fingernail. And if you do your nails with nail polish like I do, it saves your manicure because you're not digging around like with the glue and everything. And then to take these off, I always just poke at them and lift up. So there's the release paper, and now they're sticky and they're ready to go. That's what I always do with all my dimensionals, whether they're the minis or the regulars. Yep, got it. And I really should probably glance over at comments because I've been so engrossed in what I'm doing. Hang on, let me just... Yes, it is a super easy way to attach the wreath. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad these tips are helping, Susan. Okay. So this card, I am going to put these kind of at the third, you know, like almost in thirds there. We're going to leave a little extra space for a bow right here. And then I think on this one, I'm thinking, what do you think about putting the greeting kind of through the middle? I like that. I think I'll do that. Here I ask you and then I decide. My husband might even say that that's what I do to him sometimes. Oh, probably. I probably ask him and then I decide and I do what I want. So again, the foam sheets, love the foam sheets. I'm going to tuck that under. Yep, I like that right there. And then let's just put a bow. I am wondering if we should put an actual bow, or I had stamped these and I was thinking about cutting them out and coloring them and adding one of these. What do you think? Should we color one? Are you guys tired of watching? Should I be done? Let me show you. I'll show you what they look like when they're colored. Then maybe you can help me decide. So here is one where I stamped it in black and I colored it with my Stampin' Blends. So that is that example. And then here is one where I stamped it in the Poppy Parade and I colored it with the Poppy Parade. A real bow. Oh, okay. Everybody says a real bow. Well, never mind. We don't need to show these. Okay, done with that. So a real bow. Let's see. Do you think the sheer ribbon? I think that might be kind of pretty. Even though this is real red, I think this is going to look fine with the Poppy Parade. Or we could do gold. I'm kind of liking the red. Or what? No, not that one. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, now everybody's saying color the bow. Okay, tell you what. Let's tie a bow. Let's see how this looks. And if this doesn't look good, then we'll color the bow. And we're almost done. Thank you for hanging with me. I am going to show you all those other samples as soon as I'm done. And we are going to look at all the other ideas. Well, I don't know. Oh, that gives me an idea. Okay, so Susan says Poppy Parade with gold edge. So what if we use this and we color it with Poppy Parade? I am going to grab a scrap piece of paper. Let's try that. Let's do, oh, that's cherry cobbler. Let's do Poppy Parade. It's going to look a tiny bit different because this is vanilla. This is not white. So it's going to kind of take the color a little bit differently. So you know what? This might be the winner. This might be really beautiful. Let's see. Is that what you meant? Who said that? Hang on. Wait, who? Let me look back here in the comments. Oh, I lost the comment. Sorry. Too many comments went by. I think it was Susan. Is that what you meant? Was to color? Hang on. That's just silly. Hang on. Is that what you meant? Was to color this ribbon? Let's see. Oh, what do you think? I'm kind of liking this. Got a little fray right there. That could be really pretty. Thank you, Sonia. Yes, Susan Peters. Thank you. Sorry, the comments were like flying by and I lost that comment. I love that. I think Susan gets a gold star today for that brilliant thought. What do you think? I should just hang out and craft with you every day because you guys have great ideas. Yes. So pretty. Yay, the hearts are going by. Okay. Yes, yes, I know what you mean. So I did use this on one of the cards and I ended up taking it off just because it's so thin, even though I doubled it up, but it's the exact same idea. See, beautiful, right? But it's just a skinnier ribbon than that gold edge ribbon. But I keep several rolls of the gold and silver edge ribbon on hand because I am always coloring those with our Stampin' Blends to match a project. So, man, I have a ton of those rolls of ribbon. I didn't want to do the white because it has the silver and we were going with the gold theme. So that's why I picked up the vanilla. It has the gold, but it worked fine, right? I think that's gorgeous. I think that turned out so pretty. Thank you for the suggestion. Just brilliant and beautiful. Okay, so shall we look at the different ideas that I came up with for this Arrange a Wreath? This one and this one are similar in that they have that kind of white background. So let's look at, there were 3 or 4 of them here that I did with the smaller flowers. So let's look at those. I liked this. This looks like a wall, like it's hanging on at the front of your house, right? I think that's really pretty. I used the gold bow, a bunch of the gold enamel dots, and sort of a bolder greeting on this. This one, I did the greeting on a scrap, just did it all the way across. And just did, this is more almost, you could do this as a spring wreath. You could just add lots of different colors of flowers, and this would almost be more springy. And then this one, I also used the sponge and the white frost paint that I showed you. And I just dabbed in the center of some of those. And then as I showed you, it's this stamp set. It's called Gift Wrapped. And I stamped this bow and colored it with my blends and put it on there. I really thought that was pretty. I liked that a lot. I wanted to use this bow with the punch, but I felt that the scale was a little bit too big. It might work. I mean, it might look good. I really should try one. But once I pulled out the set, I was like, I kind of like the smaller bow. And then I showed you this. This is the brick embossing folder in the background. And the same bow stamp, but stamped in Poppy Parade, colored in Poppy Parade. So it's kind of that no-line watercoloring look almost. And I like that. I just wanted to keep this one almost monochromatic in a way. This paper, by the way, is the In Good Taste paper stack. And it almost looks like I just embossed some kind of one of my cardstocks or something, but it's not. That's totally flat, even though it looks very dimensional. And then, let's see, let's look at the cards with the larger poinsettia. So we have 3 of those, I believe, to look at. And again, these will all be on pattystamps.com tomorrow. Tomorrow is October 24th, Saturday. So you might, if you're watching this live, then you're going to find these on my blog tomorrow. So I'll have all of the details for you, all of the supplies and all of that. So again, just that beautiful In Good Taste paper in the background. And 2 of them sponged with the Poppy Parade ink. 1 of them sponged with the white shimmer paint. Yeah, Diane, I know. Doesn't this look like I embossed that background? I know, but it's just the paper. That's how it's printed. It's so beautiful. I love that stack of paper. And then we used, earlier in today's video, we did the gold hoop as I did on the tin. So some ideas there. This is the only one I did white flowers, and I like how that turned out. It's a lighter, prettier, not prettier, but just a very pretty look, just a different look than the red flowers. And then the last project that I have to share is the gold pizza box. And I used just the small flowers on that one. Exact same system of, just gluing it down and layering the greenery. And I did a jade bow on that one. So those are all of the projects I had to share with you today. Really love this Arrange a Wreath bundle and all of these ideas. I hope you enjoyed these ideas. I just, you can tell, super enjoyed playing with this and just all the different pieces. Oh, Amy, all of the sentiment pieces are from all different stamp sets. They will be on my blog tomorrow. You'll see all of the sets listed. I used like 8 different stamp sets. Thank you. I'm so glad you love the box and the tin as well. Thank you, everyone. And I actually did make a fall arrange a wreath. That will be on my blog on Sunday. I am going to save that. I'm going to not show that sneak peek. So, or should I show you? Do you want to see it? Maybe I should show you. Let me know if you want to see the fall one. I don't know if you do. So, any questions about the greenery paper, the Forever Gold laser cut paper, the bows, the die cuts, any of that? I would love to answer any questions you have. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Carolyn and Vanessa. Thank you, Rita. Sue says yes. Oh, thank you, Patty. Cheryl says yes. Okay. You want to see it? I will show you. I'm just going to lay it on a separate piece of paper because it's going to be really crowded with all of these. So there's the one that I did for fall. I I stamped and cut pumpkins from the Gather Together set, did my wreath exactly the same way, and then I stamped and fussy cut the wheat sprigs and stuck them in there. So that was my fall example. Shan, the frost paint is in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. Let me grab that page to show you where it is. So frost paint is on page 146. You see it right up here. Actually, the description is on page 147. Shimmer paint. So we have frost white and we have champagne. I mostly use the champagne when I put it in the spritzer. You've seen me do that with rubbing alcohol. I shake it up and I spritz my projects for a glistening kind of look. But the white is really great sprayed as well, or you can just dab it on like I did. So yeah, available in my online store, and you can just go to pattystamps.com and you can click on the shop online for that. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed all of these. So any questions? I'll just hang out for just a minute in case you have questions. And if you would like to see these again, these will be on pattystamps.com October 24th, all of the details. And yeah, I'm glad you hung out with me. This has been really fun. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the fall one as well. Any questions about this? If you have any ideas that you would like to see for next week, let me know. I'm thinking about using the Curvy Celebrations. I haven't quite decided yet. That will be live on November 3rd for customers. So I may or may not use that next week. Haven't decided. Well, thank you again for joining me. Thank you for your kind comments. Thank you for visiting me on my blog and my Facebook page. And I will see you all soon online. Oh, good, Donna. I'm glad you like the Arrange a Wreath. Yep, I love it. I think it's just amazing. Oh, yes, I do. I have not done that yet. Susan was asking if I put lighter paper on the inside when I have dark cardstock. Yes, before I send it, I always put a lighter paper. I usually stamp the back of my card, put the lighter paper inside, and then that's sort of my last step on my darker cards. Yes, I do that. Deborah is asking, she says, you do such beautiful floral designs. How do you translate that to your card ideas? You know, mostly I use my fresh flowers as inspiration for color combinations. That's mostly what I use it for. But Stampin' Up! Does, so much beautiful design work on their stamp sets that really, I just, stamp and either just die cut. I don't know. That's a hard question. I just sort of start working and I do use inspiration though from my garden and love having different flowers to work with. So yeah, thank you. Yes, Marilyn, same time, 11 o'clock on Fridays, Pacific time. Every week I post reminders on my business page as well. You can click the notification button so that you are reminded of that as well. Okay, thank you, everyone. Great to see you, and I will see you online. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a great weekend.